Let me start with something uncomfortable. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your family, not your friends, not luck, not timing. And the moment you accept that, your life changes. High achievers are not special. They are not born with secret talent. They are not fearless. They are not always confident. They just made one decision most people avoid. They stopped waiting. They stopped waiting to feel ready. Stopped waiting for motivation. Stopped waiting for perfect timing. Stopped waiting for permission. You think they wake up inspired every day? No, they wake up committed. That's the difference. Most people move based on emotion. High achievers move based on decision. Emotion says, I don't feel like it today. Decision says, it needs to be done. Emotion says, I'm tired. Decision says, so what? And this is where people misunderstand success. They think success is about intensity. It's not. It's about identity. High achievers don't wake up asking, do I feel motivated? They wake up asking, who am I becoming? Because once you decide who you are, your actions follow. If you see yourself as someone disciplined, you act disciplined. If you see yourself as someone strong, you act strong. If you see yourself as someone who finishes, you finish. But if deep down you see yourself as someone who quits, you will always find a reason. High achievers build their identity before they build their results. They train their mind to say, this is what I do now. Not, I'll try. There is no try in their vocabulary. There is only execute. And here's the hard truth. Your current life is a reflection of your current standards. Not your dreams, not your potential, your standards. High achievers raise their standards quietly. They don't announce it. They don't post about it. They don't need validation. They just decide, I don't live like that anymore. Application. Pick one habit you tolerate that weakens you. Cut it, no drama. Replace it with one action that strengthens you. Small shift, daily repetition. Because success is not built in hype. It's built in private discipline. And the moment you stop negotiating with yourself, you begin to rise. You don't hate hard work. You hate repetition. You want the result. You just don't want the routine. High achievers understand something most people never accept. The life you want is hidden inside boring, repetitive actions. Same workout, same practice, same discipline, over and over and over. It's not sexy. It's not viral. It's not dramatic. It's consistency. Most people chase dopamine. High achievers chase progress. That's why they don't need constant excitement. They need alignment. They don't ask, is this fun? They ask, is this effective? You know why most people quit? Because improvement is invisible at first. You plant the seed, nothing happens. You water it, nothing happens. You show up again, still nothing. And weak minds say it's not working. Strong minds say it's growing. High achievers trust the process before the proof appears. They don't need applause. They don't need instant reward. They don't need people to understand them. They understand themselves. They know that mastery is built in silence. Application. Choose one area of your life. Health, skills, business, mindset. Now create a simple routine you can repeat daily. Not extreme, not dramatic, repeatable. And here's the rule. Do it even when you don't feel progress. Because progress doesn't announce itself. It accumulates quietly. Fall in love with boring. That's where greatness lives. Let me tell you something that might shock you. The goal is not to avoid pain. The goal is to choose your pain. High achievers understand this clearly. Life will hurt either way. You either feel the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. You either feel the discomfort of growth or the discomfort of staying stuck. Most people choose comfort now and suffer later. High achievers suffer now and live differently later. They don't run from discomfort. They analyze it. Is this pain building me or breaking me? If it's building, they lean in. That's why rejection doesn't destroy them. Failure doesn't define them. Criticism doesn't stop them. They don't take obstacles personally. They take them as training. You failed? Good. Now you have data. You got embarrassed? Good. Now you're tougher. You were underestimated. Good. Now you're dangerous. The average person sees pain as a sign to stop. High achievers see pain as a sign they are stretching. Application. The next time you feel resistance, don't escape it immediately. Pause. Ask, is this discomfort helping me grow? If yes, stay. Because the version of you admire, that version was built in pressure. And pressure does not destroy diamonds. It creates them. Let's be honest. You don't lack potential. You lack protection. High achievers don't rely on willpower. They redesign their environment. Because they understand something powerful. Your environment is stronger than your motivation. If junk food is in front of you, you eat it. If distractions are one click away, you click them. If negative people surround you, you shrink. And then you blame yourself. High achievers don't blame themselves. They adjust the system. They remove temptation. They reduce noise. They protect their focus like it's oxygen. They understand this truth. Discipline is easier when distraction is far. They don't trust their mood. They trust structure. Phone on silent. Clear workspace. Scheduled deep work. Limited access to negativity. They don't try to be stronger than chaos. They eliminate chaos. And here's the uncomfortable part. Some of your struggles are not internal. They're environmental. Application. Remove one distraction permanently. Rearrange your space to support your goals. Distance yourself from one draining influence. Small adjustments, big difference. Because you don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. And high achievers build systems that force growth. Most people are addicted to short-term relief. High achievers are addicted to long-term freedom. That's the difference. The average person asks, what feels good today? The high achiever asks, what builds my future? They delay gratification without drama. They save money when others spend. They practice when others scroll. They study when others sleep. Not because they're robots, because they see further. They understand something dangerous. Every small decision compounds. Skip one workout, no big deal. Skip it for months, identity shifts. Waste 1 hour, fine. Waste years, regret becomes heavy. High achievers zoom out. They imagine themselves 5 years from now. Then they ask, will today's behavior make that version proud? If not, they adjust. They are not emotional investors. They are strategic builders. Application. Tonight, sit alone. Write this question. Where will my current habits take me in 3 to 5 years? Be honest. Then choose one long-term habit to protect daily. Future freedom is built in present sacrifice. This part hurts, but it will free you. High achievers blame no one. Not their parents, not the economy, not their past, not their trauma. They may acknowledge it, but they don't live inside it. They understand this brutal truth. Blame gives you comfort. Ownership gives you power. As long as it's someone else's fault. You are powerless. The moment you say, this is on me, everything changes. Missed opportunity? On me. Lack of preparation? On me. Poor decision? On me. Not to shame themselves, but to regain control. Because if it's on you, you can change it. High achievers don't waste energy complaining. They ask, what can I control right now? And they act. Application. For the next 30 days, remove excuses from your language. Replace "they didn't" with "I didn't." Watch how fast your mindset sharpens. Ownership is heavy, but it builds unshakable strength. Confidence is not loud, it's calm. High achievers are not arrogant. They don't need to prove anything. They know who they are, because they keep promises to themselves. That's where real confidence comes from. Not affirmations, not hype, not validation, execution. Every time you say, I will wake up early, and you do it, confidence grows. Every time you say, I will finish this, and you finish, self-trust deepens. Most people don't lack talent. They lack self-trust, and self-trust is built by integrity, doing what you said you would do, even when nobody is watching. High achievers are dangerous not because they are loud, but because they are consistent. Calm, focused, certain. Application. Start small. Make one promise to yourself today. Keep it. Repeat tomorrow. That's how identity shifts. That's how power builds quietly. High achievers are not different species. They just decide faster, quit less, take ownership, embrace discomfort, think long-term, protect their focus, keep their word to themselves. And here's the truth most people avoid. You already know what you need to do. You just don't do it consistently. So stop waiting for a breakthrough. Become disciplined enough to deserve one. And when you do, the world will not need to be convinced. Your results will speak.